Hello and welcome to another episode of Tan Pants. Today, Clay is talking about Spider-Man 4.
So they confirmed that there's filming for Spider-Man 4?
With Tom Holland?
Yeah.
Oh, so this is
Not the Tobey Maguire.
Oh no, I'm not interested anymore.
I do want to see what they do.
I do.
Nobody likes Tom Holland. I don't like him.
I did enjoy the movie.
I did, yeah.
I like that everybody.
I like Tobey Maguire.
Spider-Man basically is reset now.
I like the Tobey
Nobody
Maguire
knows who he
Spider-Mans, the 1, 2, and 3. That's it.
It got me wondering, though, what are they going to do for the next movie?
I think they're going to do
Some stupid
Kraven the
trauma.
Hunter.
Well, they have
Well, they're doing Kraven for the video game, so maybe not. The next Spider-Man video game is Kraven the Hunter.
It's got to be Rhino guy.
Scorpion.
Rhino guy.
Has Scorpion been in the MCU yet?
They've introduced him. He was in the first. He was in Homecoming.
What about Iron
Remember Vulture?
Fist?
Oh, yeah.
He was in
Yeah.
prison, and he was talking to one guy in prison, and that guy had a scorpion tattoo.
Okay.
So that guy is technically Scorpion.
Yeah,
so he's been
Scorpion can
introduced.
be-
What about Iron Fist?
That'd be cool.
Yeah, Iron Fist.
He was in a TV
He's
show.
not-
They
he's
did
not
a
a
Marvel
villain,
TV
though,
show with
right?
Iron Fist.
Really?
I don't know if it was good or not.
What I was thinking was the Man Spider.
Man Spider, go horror.
Oh,
yeah.
That'd be cool.
Dude, I loved the Man Spider in the original animated series, or the 90s one.
So how does Man Spider work? Is just Peter turn into Man Spider?
Yeah.
Like werewolf kind of thing?
Yeah, he loses control. It's fun.
That'd be a cool take from because Venom is the same kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is
basically.
a little bit different, though.
It puts another layer on the responsibility theme.
Yeah.
And
Responsibility.
it would be a storyline where Peter is not at fault for the problem. Because Spider-Man Homecoming, okay, he's acting like a kid. He gets treated like a kid.
Yeah.
And that's what causes the problems.
Yeah.
The Far From Home, he's now willing to act like an adult, but he doesn't want to accept the responsibility. That causes the problem. And the third one, he's acting like an adult. He's accepting the responsibility, but he doesn't know how to really do it. And that causes the problem. He didn't talk to the Harvard lady at all. He just decided to use magic.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, the magic.
I don't know. That movie was
Magic.
kind of fun, but it was just fun.
Yeah, it was just fun.
it was
it
fun.
wasn't like
Yeah.
Dark Knight masterpiece. It was just fun. What if they did, like not in tone, but what if the next Spider-Man, what was Spider-Man 4, is of the same quality of writing, acting, and cinematography as the Dark Knight?
Hire Christopher Nolan.
No, you don't, because you can't change the feeling of the movie.
I
You
guess
can
not.
turn the
It-
contrast up and the
No,
shadows down.
No, you have to keep the fun. It has to be a fun Spider-Man movie. But I'm saying the quality of writing in that Batman movie, the quality of acting, the quality of the camera work, is
The
just
Dark Knight?
Yeah, Dark Knight is just above and beyond anything else coming out
It's
today.
really good.
It was just,
Yeah.
it was great. It was a masterpiece.
Yeah.
And then Inception kind of followed. It had the same sort of feel with the camera, I thought.
I mean, Inception was well made, but I don't think the story was as strong as Dark Knight
No,
was.
but it felt like the camera movement and the whole music and everything. It kind of felt like Dark Knight.
Yeah. It was competently made.
Yeah.
I'm excited for his Atomic Bomb movie coming out in a month.
His what?
The Oppenheimer.
Right. Oppenheimer.
Comes out next month. But you were saying?
I actually kind of thought of a whole script. So the idea would be that it would take from that one comic where Captain Marvel was able to use the SHIELD computer to predict crime, like RoboCop,
Okay.
and bad stuff happens resulting from that. So they got the computer, it predicts crime, and then it says Spider-Man's DNA becomes unstable, causing him to lose control, leading to the death of Steve Rogers.
He kills Captain America.
And so they're like, we gotta stop Spider-Man before he kills Captain America, the original one.
They would have to make a few changes because of how they have the movie set up. But yeah, that'd be cool to do a Minority Report.
I was
kind of
also
thing.
thinking, because everybody loses their memory of Spider-Man, shouldn't Stark have a bunch of Spider-Man files for all of his suits and stuff still?
Yeah, but all that stuff would have to be magically erased.
Sure.
Like all connection between Peter Parker and Spider-Man. Everyone knows who Spider-Man is, but no one knows who Peter Parker is.
Okay.
They made everyone forget Peter Parker. So Peter Parker's been erased.
Shield would go to look for who's Spider-Man. Let's get his file. Oh, we don't have anything on Spider-Man's identity. Who?
And Shield freaks out. Nick Fury freaks out.
Because
That'd be
everybody
awesome.
forgot.
Oh, yeah, that is actually cool.
Nick Fury would totally freak out, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Nick Fury gets real mad. He's like, wants to know how he did it or something.
He says, how did you do this?
There you go. That's
So
perfect.
what they would do, though, they would form like a team to stop them. So I think Captain Marvel, maybe like female Hulk is what I'm thinking, just because like she's got a law firm and they could have like a random side character that it's like, I know that you're just like in our accounting department, but today you're going to help out the Avengers. And he's like, really? Like happy face. Then scene changes. He's sitting in her office, like doing her work for her. He's like, join S.H.I.E.L.D., they said. Once you get your foot in the door, the opportunities are endless.
Is that working for freaking She-Hulk?
She-Hulk.
Yeah, but nobody likes She-Hulk.
Yeah, I know.
Image got
But they're
ruined.
like supposed to be like the villains kind of for the movie because you're on Spider-Man's side. So it's more like they're just making cameos.
Okay.
And some other person. I'm thinking Captain.
Now,
I almost said Captain Thor.
Thor. Now here's the problem, Clay. Here's like the political problem now.
The political.
So Disney doesn't own Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Sony owns Spider-Man.
Sony.
And Sony needs permission from Disney to use any other Marvel characters. And Sony doesn't really want to.
Yeah.
Because Sony is starting to really dial in on what fans want to see. That's why Spider-Man performed so well. They made a movie for fans. So Sony, if they do cameos, they'll need Marvel's permission, Disney's permission, but Disney is selling a bunch of crap right now.
Oh, yeah.
The rumor is Star Wars is up for sale. Some people say George might be interested in buying it. Some other people are saying it's a guy out east.
East.
Way out east. Like one of these like Arab oil barons.
Oh, Arabs.
What?
So the rumor is some people in Disney or whatever claim that they know who the buyer is. It is an Arab oil baron who loves Star Wars and only recently saw the Disney stuff.
Oh, wow.
And he wants to fix it. And he's willing to pay a crazy amount of money to get Star Wars.
That is
so
if he makes
funny.
it like
no, that's a
a
complete
Bollywood,
rumor. No,
think about Star Wars Bollywood.
now that's India.
I'm there.
That's India. But yeah,
Oh.
that'd be very interesting.
I mean, that's out there.
Yeah, I think imagine if you gave the Bollywood people a Disney Star Wars budget and said, "Go crazy at Star Wars," and they stayed true to Star Wars.
But would it be Bollywood anymore?
Oh yeah, it would. It would definitely be Bollywood. It would. I would if I was in charge and I had a Bollywood guy ask for Star Wars. I'd say, "Yeah, make a Bollywood Star Wars.
Dude,
Do
that'd be
you?"
awesome.
It'll be weird. Some people might hate it, but it'll be different. Something we haven't seen before.
Yeah, that's why I'm just saying, like, you need to let these trilogies just die. Star Wars should have died. Then it would be so much better today.
So what you're saying is let the past die. Kill it if you have to.
Yeah, you have to kill it. So maybe we should come up with a plan to kill Star Wars. Because it needs to happen.
Did Clay finish his
Halo's
Spider-Man
great,
script?
Not really.
Oh, it's jump into your Spider-Man script. We took it away.
No, that's fine. On it, yeah, so the team goes, they want to hunt down Spider-Man. Meanwhile, Spider-Man, you kind of see what Peter's doing. He's in community college now. He got his GED.
Okay, cool.
Uh,
So we have some fun community-like things.
something like that.
That'd be funny.
There's going to be Rhino robbing a bank or something.
Okay.
Okay,
And
yeah,
you hear
that's
like
cool.
music, and they're like, where's the music coming from? And Spider-Man shows up with a boombox or like a little Bluetooth speaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Little Bluetooth speaker. He's like, yeah, I'm here. But then like he starts losing his powers in the middle of the fight. And he's like, oh no. And the music changes to like dramatic stuff. And he's like, they hijacked my Bluetooth. But then he gets his powers back and then he beats him. But like he grew extra arms. Turning into the man spider. He goes off to do his stuff. The team of Avenger people meet him They try to beat him up. He barely escapes. He's injured. And then, like, as he's going away, the arms retract back into him.
Ew.
And it's really painful. And he's
Yeah.
like, oh. And, like, he hits a building and just falls. He's like, oh, my back.
Yeah, so
My back.
you treat it like a werewolf transformation. He's exhausted afterward.
Yeah. And guess who he lands in front of?
Gwen Stacy.
No.
Mary Jane.
Mary Jane.
Yeah, I guessed it.
And she's a nurse at a hospital.
And a lesbian.
And a lesbian. And she's better than him. And she's actually a guy.
And she's black.
Trans black.
No, just MJ from the last movie. And
okay,
what's
yeah.
his name?
The fat guy.
The fat kid, yeah.
Yeah. The two of them.
Ned.
They're there and they've dyed their hair because it's college. It's what college kids do.
College, yeah.
So she's now got red hair. And Ned's got blonde hair like he did in the comics. And they're like, oh, it's Spider-Man. He just like fell. We got to help him. So they take him back to their apartment because they said they were going to share an apartment together, all three of them. Mm-hmm. So now it's just the two of them.
No, who's the third person? Because
It
it has to be Flash.
Oh, Flash would be funny.
That would be. Nah, but it was just, it says it's going to be three of them. So now it's just the two of them. So they bring Spider-Man in. When he wakes up, he's like, Ned, MJ, what happened? And they're like, how do you know our name? What? And he begrudgingly decides to explain to them the whole thing.
No, I don't like that. I don't like that.
He went through the entire, like, the last scene of No Way Home.
No,
It's him deciding not to tell them.
because he wants to protect them.
Yeah.
So this is like worst case scenario. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind him like checking up on them, like
Yeah.
making sure they're okay, but like keeping his
absolutely.
distance. You know, like maybe like the big mistake of the movie, the mistake that Peter makes, is getting them involved somehow,
Yeah.
and it needs to lead to someone dying.
Nah, I just didn't.
Doctor Strange.
I didn't like that he didn't like go tell them. Because for me,
Yeah, but
I don't know.
that was his arc. He took
was his
responsibility. That was like the most responsible
Yeah.
thing he ever did. Was deciding, you know what? It's
And it-
selfish of me.
And it was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
It's
That was,
sad.
you can't reverse it. You can't revert. You have to keep that. You have to honor that decision.
Well, part of my thing was that she was going to very quickly remember her memory.
Okay, so she's having like maybe they're obsessed with Spider-Man.
Maybe. But like they remember and they start dating again. But like Ned, he doesn't remember yet. He's got like a crush on her.
And he's really confused. We like moved in together. I don't understand what's happening.
Okay, but like you don't address that at all. They go to like a carnival thing, and Ned's like, "Oh, I've got like a special thing going on over here, this one place."
He, like, gets her food or something.
And so when they're doing the carnival stuff, his arms grow out again. The Avengers find him, like, aha! And then he has to fight them. Turns into the Man Spider, and like he's just like going to town because he's Man Spider.
Man Spider.
He goes Man Spider mode.
But I feel like he'd be like at least a little bit smart, even if he is like full like beast. Like Thor would drop the hammer on his chest, and he'd be like, and then She-Hulk would like punch through the ground, and he'd be like, oh, and he'd start smashing the ground, and then like he'd fall, and he'd like turn,
Right.
making the hammer fall off of him. And then he's gonna like be at a point where he's about to kill somebody.
Yeah.
And then MJ's like, stop it, Peter. Don't do it. I know this isn't you.
And he kills her.
No.
Yes.
It was love that conquered the beast.
Love conquers. Okay, fine.
Yeah. But while all of this went on, there's going to be the new Captain America.
Yeah.
He goes to the old one like, I'm here to protect you from Spider-Man. And he tells him about the whole Minority Report stuff. And Captain America, Steve Rogers, he's like, that's messed up, man. Nuh-uh.
Yeah, because he'd be totally against it.
Wait,
Yeah.
who's the fake Captain America?
So the new Captain America is Falcon.
Oh.
So in the TV shows, he's now Captain America. And in the next Captain America movie coming out, he's Captain America.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of dumb.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
But having Steve Rogers come back as old guy, I would like old man Steve helping out Spider-Man. Is that where you're going?
Yeah.
That's
So, like,
really cool, yeah.
He's packing his bags, And like he gets the old shield that was broken by Thanos.
Right, yeah.
Thanos punched. Because they don't really care about that one.
It's broken.
Yeah.
It was just memorabilia. So he's packing it. He's packing his suit. He's going to go. He's like, come on, we're going to New York.
So his shield was kind of broken in half, right?
Yeah.
So it means he can strap one to each arm. And it's like a broken shield.
Yeah.
Nah, it was more just one chunk left.
Who else has like tiny arm shields on their forearms?
Every
What character is that?
Every cool character ever.
Mega Man.
Mega Man's just a shield, dude.
Man,
No, he had shields in his arms.
Okay.
Darn.
I'm pretty sure.
That's some character specific.
Arm shields.
Arm shields.
Oh, you're thinking of that anime,
What?
My Hero Academia.
Yeah, arm shield.
Tell me. Which character, Max?
Bakugo?
No.
He had like giant
The girl.
grenades.
The gravity girl.
Gravity?
I don't
Did
know.
she have shields in her arms?
I don't think
No.
she did.
Max, I don't pay attention to girl characters.
Yes,
Yeah.
you do, Josh.
They're boring.
They're boring.
She had shields on her arms.
I don't care.
All right, so my thing is, though, Captain Marvel's going to get, like, webbed at the beginning of the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Just like she can't get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
She's
she's weak.
She's struggling to get
Yeah.
out.
She's weak.
And then when Peter turns back to normal, he's all like, Mm-hmm. And then that's when Captain Marvel escapes and it's like, I'm going to finish this. Charges up, throws a, like, flying at him super fast, about to punch a hole, like, right through him.
Okay.
And then Captain America steps up with a broken shield. And she does break through it. And then she's the one who kills him.
What?
She's the one who kills Captain
So
America?
we'll solidify everyone hating Captain Marvel even more.
Yeah, and so she's all like, and just like flies away. And then they're all like, oh, wow, what's going on? So they take Peter back to the shield place, like, oh, your DNA is all stable now. It seemed to have been unstable before or something.
No, he needs to go. So here's my alternate pitch, right? He realizes all this stuff is happening to him. He doesn't want to involve MJ, but MJ keeps popping up, following him. And she's like, you need help. And he's like, there's nobody that can help me. He's like, you can't think of anyone who can help you? You're a superhero. And anyone? And he thinks, actually, there's one person who might be able to help me. And he goes to see Bruce Banner.
Oh.
That would be interesting.
Because he has a transformation problem, too.
Mine's more like he was just going through spider puberty.
Spider puberty.
And they're like, but you have these weird growths in your forearms now. It seems strange. And he's like, really, can you show me? And the guy's like, Kronk. Yeah, right. This is a shield facility, not a family clinic. Kind of guy. And then like tells him to go, and he's like, all right. He goes to put on his web shooters, and when he does, he shoots out, and 2 webs come out. He's like, wait. He takes off his web shooter.
So he's got Maguire arms.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's like the whole thing. Like he gets that power.
What if the man spider stuff happens because of his dimensional experience?
Or he got exposed to Kurt Connor.
Well, because he was in the middle of that dimensional craziness like multiple times.
Yeah.
So who knows how many versions of himself overlapped for like a second, and maybe he's like a different version of him is slowly overtaking the current version.
So here's the deal, though. Peter, he flies down. It's still nighttime. And then he and MJ, they have a nice romantic kiss.
Romantic kiss.
Ned
goes
sees
on
it.
and on and on.
Ned sees it. He's like, oh, no. And they're like, what'd you want? What's the special thing we were going to do? And then he's like, oh, nothing. Never mind. It didn't pan out. And they're like, all right, let's go. And he's like, now I got stuff to do. And then he goes, and then you see it's like a big like corner set up that was going to be like, MJ, will you go out with me? And like his mom's there.
Oh no.
He's like, where's that? And he's like, it's over. And he's upset.
He's like, it's because I'm
Right.
fat.
And then it'll have like the title scene, and then the end credit is they're at a movie theater.
Wait, that's the whole movie? It ends with Ned being stood up alone with his mom?
Yeah. So
That's a great ending.
So Ned is they notice Ned's a little bit thinner. They're like, "Oh, Ned, you lost some weight. Good." He's like, "Yeah, but I haven't quite reached my goal yet." He's like, "Really? What's your goal?" "I'll tell you when we get there." And then it cuts to the next scene. He's at the gym. He's like,
Yeah.
And it says like, "Destroy Peter Parker."
Yeah.
And he's like just working out.
Pumping.
No, I love the Dark Ned idea.
Dark Ned.
Ned has to go dark.
Because I know what
Well,
he's
I mean,
supposed to be in the comics.
In the comics, he's Hobgoblin.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who
Ned
that
becomes
is. but-
Hobgoblin. He's the guy who just steals goblin stuff. He breaks into Oscorp and steals a bunch of goblin stuff, like experimental goblin stuff. Goes on a crime spree.
Oh yeah, in the Spidey, what was that cartoon?
Fantastic Spider-Man?
Yeah, it was his son that was the Hobgoblin.
Harry Osborn.
Harry. It was Harry.
Okay.
Harry.
Well, the original Hobgoblin was Ned, the character from
Oh, okay.
the fat kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I think you have some good elements. I don't like the reliance on other Marvel characters. I don't like MJ's involvement. It needs to be more sad. It needs to be more sad.
See, I just don't really like sad stories. I like it to be happy.
It could be happy. You can leave hopeful, but you need to have like you need to have the darkest moment. And the darkest moment needs to be either MJ realizing who he is and realizing what he did. Like he just purposely made sure that she didn't remember him. She couldn't remember him. And maybe that's like, that pushes her over the edge. She gets real mad at him. So she remembers, but she's furious. So that'd be a good, that's probably what they're going to do in the actual movie. That's like third act twist. She remembers and she's furious. But then she's okay later because she's like, yeah, she understands.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I always liked happy endings.
Yeah. You need to have a happy, Spider-Man will have a happy ending.
Like, because in the comics, he's not ever. They're constantly like, oh, he finally did it. He got the happy ending. Next chapter. So anyways, the world is now declaring death for Spider-Man. Everyone he knows and loved is dead.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's dead now.
Sonic employee arrested after losing bag of cocaine in customer's hot dog.
If I had a nickel for every time.
Dude, I told you to put it in the Happy Meal, not the hot dog.
Wait, is it like universal that all Sonic employees are druggies?
I don't know. Authorities say 54-year-old was arrested Tuesday in Española after a woman found a bag of white powder inside her order.
A bag of white powder?
A whole bag? How was that? by
You know what
accident?
probably happened?
What?
It was an accident. So this lady pulls up to Sonic and she says, "I like number 14." And maybe that's like the keyword for
It is the
cocaine,
keyword,
please. I'd like to buy some cocaine. So the manager of the Sonic may be in on it too. And he just like, "I will give you $50,000 to take the fall for this." He goes, "Okay." It's just 5 years of prison. Once you get out, $50K.
50K? I don't think so.
50K.
I mean, you work at Sonic.
tax free, my bud.
Española is a town located 90 miles north of Albuquerque.
Max, what would you do if you found that's like Breaking Bad area?
Really?
Yeah, that's where Breaking Bad's at. Max, what would you do if you just found cocaine in your Sonic order? What would you? What would you do?
So first off, I wouldn't know it was cocaine.
Yeah, it's a suspicious bag of powder.
I'd say, what the heck? I would open it. And I would probably taste it.
You would taste a strange bag.
I would just to make sure it's not salt, right?
Powdered salt.
I don't know. I'd probably just throw it in the trash. I'd be like,
how big?
This is gross.
How big is the bag?
Now, if it was touching the food, I wouldn't touch the food.
Yeah, I would have sent the food back.
Yeah.
How big is this bag?
But you're in a drive-through, right? So you go on through the drive-through.
But listen,
and
if
then
I'm
you
at
open
Sonic and that happened, I would say, could I get a refund and then leave? I wouldn't get any more food there because I don't know what they're gonna do with the food.
Yeah.
I would go to a different restaurant
Yeah.
with my refund.
Yeah. That's what you should have done in the first place.
Yeah, I'm going to Sonic.
All right. So if I found the cocaine. If I knew it was cocaine, let's just say I'd be getting a lot of work done.
How addictive is cocaine? Is it like really addictive?
I've heard it is very addictive.
I don't think so.
I've heard the first time you take cocaine, you're like, oh my goodness, this is amazing.
I'm gonna look it up.
And then you're like, okay, this is me for the next 5 years of my life.
Man, y'all don't do cocaine.
Yeah, don't do cocaine. We're not.
I saw a video on YouTube of what cocaine does to your body. I didn't watch the video because it looked gross. But apparently cocaine does bad to your body.
Yeah.
Yeah, it basically makes you that squirrel from Over the Hedge.
Yeah, cocaine. Hammy was just on cocaine.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Tan Pants.
Thank you to our patrons, navanjr, gilstronkulous, the Bigtine, and Seth Rosgaard. You guys are legends.
You can join our Patreon too and receive a free copy of my book, The Garden Maze.
What?
Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube.
If you'd like to hear more and stay up to date, be sure to ring the bell on the podcast app of your choice.
Let us know what you think. If you had any thoughts on the podcast, ask some questions. We'll answer them maybe.
I approve of this message.
We'd like to thank you for listening to our podcast. See you next time.